Prince Harry has always been close with his younger cousin, Princess Eugenie, who has stuck by him even as the rest of the family shakes their head in disappointment over his treatment of their grandmother, the Queen. While Harry and his wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex's behavior over the past 2 years has turned them into a pair of royal pariahs, forcing even his brother and sister-in-law, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, to distance themselves. Eugenie, who turns 32 this week, apparently has no such qualms. The princess, together with her husband, Jack Brooksbank, spent time with her cousin at his home in California earlier this month, leaving the rest of the family in no doubt as to where her loyalties lie. Kate and Eugenie were never especially close when they were younger, but Kate made a point of checking in on her when baby August was born, says a source. Kate, who lived across the way from Eugenie in Kensington Palace in August's first months, was a great help to her as she adjusted to new motherhood. During those bonding moments, Kate poured her heart out about a lot of personal things, including how she felt about Meghan and Harry ditching then dissing the family. Now, says the source, Kate, 40, is feeling incredibly stressed about taking Eugenie into her confidences, given she's made it clear she's on Team Sussex. The source says Kate was dismayed when she saw paparazzi pictures of Meghan and Harry, treating Eugenie and Jack to a raucous dinner at an exclusive Santa Barbara restaurant during their recent visit to the U.S. Kate didn't know there was such a warm friendship between Eugenie and the Sussexes, and she expects that everything she's ever said to Eugenie has gotten right back to Harry and Meghan, says a source. Given their penchant for twisting the truth to suit their narrative, she's worried that whatever Eugenie has said will be magnified and fed to the press. It's a horrible situation to be in for Kate, who feels like she's basically been spied on by someone she was starting to consider a close friend. Eugenie's playing with fire though. It won't be long before Kate's husband is in charge of the family, including its purse strings. If William feels Eugenie has slighted his wife in any way, there will be hell to pay. In the other news, Arthur Edwards criticized Prince Harry in a new column after missing memorial service. He writes, Prince Harry's excuse for avoiding the memorial service for his own grandfather because of security fears is, quite frankly, lame. The Queen's great-grandchildren and even distant cousins were all there to support her. But Harry couldn't be negation bothered to take a few days off from Netflix, or feeding his chickens in the US, to honor the grandfather who always supported him. I'm sure his new paymasters could have given him a bit of time off to be there for his beloved grandpa. Whether walking with a 12-year-old prince behind his mother's coffin, or giving support while Harry was on active service in Afghanistan, Philip was always there for him. Prince Harry was the one person who should have been in attendance, but the message that he sent out was that it was too much trouble. There was so much security at the Abbey he could have joined his brother, their cousins and nephews and nieces without any fears at all for his well-being. His grandmother the Queen and his father, Prince Charles, would of course have been pleased to see him. They may be royals but they are still a family. Relatives he hasn't seen in a long time, like Lady Gabriella Kingston and Princess Beatrice, would have loved to have heard all about Archie and his new baby Lilibet. Sadly, he chose to stay away in his big house. You lost out, Harry, on a great occasion when the who's who of Europe and beyond turned up to do honor to the man who for many years loyally served the Queen. As far as I'm concerned, after yesterday's no-show Harry has burned his boats.